Hello guys, how are you doing? Let's discuss a top 5 easy PYQs from INACT November 24 today from different subjects. I say easy because any aspirant preparing for NEET PG will definitely cover these topics and see the same topics have been already asked in the exam. So if you miss these topics, it's like you're giving away your marks wantedly. You yourself are losing your marks without revising these topics. So let's see such questions today. The first question is, a 20-year-old developed a pustule, progressed quickly to necrotizing fasciitis. The gram-positive cocci in chains were seen on microscopy of the exudate. Which of the following is the most likely etiology? Whether you are preparing for NEET PG or not, in the second year microbiology, we keep on reading this Staph aureus, Streptococcus pyogenes. The classification is very important and we read it several times. Here, what do you think is the right answer to this? The gram-positive cocci in chains. Options here are Streptococcus pyogenes, Enterococcus faecalis, Staphylococcus aureus, Micrococcus. Even if you have revised this topic at least once, we would correctly answer this question. Here, gram-positive cocci in chains simply mean the answer here is Streptococcus pyogenes, because Staphylococcus aureus are also gram-positive cocci, but they are not in chains. They are in clusters, grape-like clusters. Micrococcus, as we know, it is in tetrad, not in chains. Enterococcus faecalis also is not in chains, but specifically Streptococcus is in chains only. So we remember this thing. We read this thing several times. So don't miss this question. That's the only point I want to tell you this. I used to forget this classification a lot. Group A, Group B, Group C in the Streptococcus. You don't make that mistake. Remember this thoroughly because it has been asked in the exam. Coming to the second question, identify the fracture in the given diagram. As you can see in the diagram, identify the fracture. Whether it's Chevalier fracture, Jarjaveh fracture, Leefort 1, simple fracture. What do you think is the right answer to this? This is also a very simple question. If you remember this, you get your mark or else not. Chevalier fracture, as there are also two L's, it's a vertical fracture, like a straight line. The fracture would be like a straight line. So here also the fracture is like a straight line from up to down. Remember like that. So as the L, the fracture is also like canal. So that's the Chevalier fracture. Whereas the Jarjaveh fracture is a horizontal fracture, as you can see in the image. And also, as they have given the other options, Leefort 1, you can see the image that Leefort 1, Leefort 2, Leefort 3 types of fractures. So in the next exam, he can ask Leefort. We can't guess. So this is also an easy question from ENT. No one would expect that such an easy question would come also, but it came. Coming to the third question, drugs that bind to CD4 and has action on both CCR5 and CXCR4 in tropic HIV infections. The options: Maraviroc, Ibalizumab, Elvitegravir, Fosamprenavir. What do you think is the right answer to this question? Anti-HIV drugs are also very important. We they compulsorily ask a question from this topic, at least in INACT. INACT to pakka they'll give a question, but it can also be asked in NEET PG because HIV drugs Coming to the fourth question, which of the following is the best study design as per the hierarchy of evidence? Meta-analysis, case control study, cohort study, large randomized control trial. What do you think is the right answer to this question? We think which questions do they give from SPM, but this is the most easiest question that they have asked in INACT. As you can see the hierarchy, meta-analysis tops the hierarchy. So here the answer is meta-analysis. We would have thought about some other thing if he gives systemic review, but he didn't give that in the options. So meta-analysis is the correct answer over here. Coming to the fifth question, Vacutainer used in serum electrolyte estimation: green, lavender, yellow, grey. I want you guys to answer this question because in every exam, every Vacutainer question is compulsory. So you shouldn't miss Vacutainer topic. Just before the exam also, you must revise Vacutainers. Without revising Vacutainers, don't go to the exam because you will lose 4 marks. You may think that, hey, Vacutainer is easy, I have read many times, I'll remember, but you surely will forget. So don't forget to revise these topics and comment this answer below because I want you to answer this question. So all these 5 questions, none of these questions are very complex. All of these are easy. So if we didn't revise these topics, we will forget them in the exam. It's as simple as that. So my wish for you is, while revising these topics, revise them properly because as they have been already repeated, that means that they are very important. So I have tried my best to cover all the important questions and the easiest questions from the INACT November 24 because these questions are also very important to which have a high chance to come in the NEET PG exam. So from tomorrow, let's start with INACT May 24 questions. See you tomorrow. Subscribe to the channel if you like the videos. Like it, share it to your friends because it can be helpful to anyone. It can motivate someone. We are all doing this to motivate ourselves, to study ourselves, to push ourselves forward because it's really difficult to concentrate during these tough times. Okay? Enough of motivation. Now go study now again. Bye.